Alright, next gear review is the Therm-A-Rest Neo-Air. I bought this a long time ago. I bought this for my very first winter camp, which was minus 54 Celsius. It was actually, we looked, when me and my buddy were out, it was actually colder than Siberia here in Manitoba, Canada. During that 1 week, we seem to get, in this province, we seem to get one really extreme cold snap a year that usually lasts for 3 to 5 days, and then everything gets back to normal. But it was excruciatingly cold. Actually, I think it was minus 54 or 52 or something with the wind, but it was like a true minus like 49, 48. It was freaking cold. This Therm-A-Rest has an R value of 4.5, which nowadays is starting to, you know, be on the lower end of the spectrum, but I have never had the cold come through this. There's definitely Therm-A-Rests or winter camping sleeping mats or pads that have a higher R value than that. I actually just bought, I believe it's a Sea Summit or something like that, for the wife, and it's got a value of like 5.5 or 5.4 or something like that. So, but again, Therm-A-Rest Neo-Air, I have never had the cold come through. After buying the other Therm-A-Rest for my wife, I realized how noisy this was. So although this has lasted me 9 years now, not a hole in it, doesn't lose air, when it's inflated, it sounds like you're sleeping on tinfoil. So I've been waiting for my dogs to punch a hole in this or for the seam to let go or something. It just won't break, it won't give up. And I'm not going to replace it until it does, but it's doing a great job, but it's loud. You can't roll over without it making so much noise. And I'm talking like if me and my buddy are 50 feet away in 2 different tents and either one of us rolls around, the other one can hear it, no problem. You know how it is when it's middle of the night, it's quiet outside, you're in the bush, there's no sound, so you can hear everything so much better. Well, it sounds like somebody's crinkling a chip bag right beside your ear. So although this is a good gear review for Therm-A-Rest, the functionality is there. It keeps you warm. It's great. It packs up small. It is awfully loud. Very loud. So I'm going to blow it up just so that you guys get to hear how loud it really is. Okay. So it's blown up. Usually I'd get a little tighter, but just for this, you guys will get the idea of how noisy it really is. It's super noisy. I am not impressed with how loud it is. Technology's come a long way. They make a lot of silent ones now that have a better R rating, but you can just see how annoying it is to be, you know, a guest or you know, in a tent with other people, your family or whatever, and you can't sleep and you roll around. Well, you're keeping the whole place up. Although it worked great and it works great and it's very thick, or maybe I should say it's thin for the R value effectiveness. Now we're going to pack it up. This is supposed to be folded in 3, and then it's only about this narrow, and then it fits back in the bag with room to spare. But I'll show you. Okay. So my buddy showed me this trick that even with the inflatable bag inside, if you just fold it in half, these bags are big enough that you can tuck it in and still cinch the bag shut. So there's a little time-saving tip for you when you're done camping and you know you got to take this out and let it air out and dry when you get home anyways. You can just roll the air out, fold it in half, stick it back in the bag, you're good to go. So hopefully you got something out of this video. There are better options out there that are quiet, But this is effective. If this is what you get and have, it's effective, it does the job. It's just a bit loud, quite a bit loud.